Hello, and welcome to the first seminar of Revision 2025. How to Scene for Beginners. So what will we do here? First of all, you see a bunch of people behind me. These are our mentors. We will introduce them. And after that, we talk a little bit about the history of demo scene. Um, we talk a little bit about what we are doing here, where everything is. Important stuff like where do I upload my entry or how do I vote, and where to learn more, basically. And maybe reach enlightenment, we remain confident. So let's start with the mentors here. Um,
Yeah, so I start to introduce myself. It's really nice to see so many new faces in the scene. So my nickname is Novel, and I'm in the group Moods Plateau. I've been around in the scene since 2004, and yeah, I've done some music productions and been around yeah for many years with also here at the revision party. So if you're into music or old school computing. Amiga is mainly my main computer, so if you would like to talk about this, so I'd be happy to meet you. But also everything else. So it's my first time as a mentor, so looking forward to meeting you, and yeah, welcome.
Welcome everyone, I'm Luisa, member of Pobrain and Rabenauge. I'm a comp organizer and a graphic artist doing some other projects for the demo scene. I'm a member of the demo scene, a part of the family since 20 years. And if you have any questions about competitions and organizing stuff, how to survive the party, just ask and I try to answer all of your questions. And if not, you have some other help. So that's it. Have fun and enjoy the party.
Hello, my name is Bitch, as in whole. I've been in the demo scene for roughly 16 years now, and it's become a very important part of my life, and kind of saved it once. I'm responsible for the music competitions here, and if you have any questions regarding this party, survival tips as well, music, whatnot, feel free to reach out to me if you can find me. I'm the one with the beard.
Yeah, hello everyone. Obviously, scene is not dead when I see so many new faces. My name is Doc D. I'm a member of Hautjob and Farbrausch. I'm in the scene since 87, 88-ish. I don't know. I'm fucking old. I started to go to parties from 1997, and I started organizing parties 2005. Yeah, and if you want to know anyone, don't know how to reach out to him or her, contact me. I know everyone, really, literally.
he does. Yes.
Hi, I am Laguber. I've been in the scene since '99. I think I went to my first demo party. I'm a musician. I do things mostly on PC and Amigas. I'm in a bunch of groups. I've been organizing a bunch of parties and in general been around for a while. So guess I can answer a lot of questions.
Hi, I am Reality for Four, Reality for short. I've been around for about a decade or so now. I'm very grateful to the scene. It's been a massive impact on me. So if you have any questions or anything you want to ask, feel free. And yeah, have a great party.
Thank you. So one of the list is not here. Netput is currently busy, but he's also available. So if you see someone with a Netput badge, you can also talk to him. I'm Lambdacore. I'm in the scene since 2003-ish. I'm an organizer. I can't code. I can't do graphics. I'm organizing. So half Belgian. I'm a half Belgian, yeah. And therefore I also do network stuff. And yeah, I'm yeah doing organizing since 2013-ish, and also behind the scenes stories and newcomer seminar, amongst other things. So, welcome. Thank you very much for the mentors. And let's, yeah, you can now leave if you want. MC, can you take the microphone, please? Okay, some questions for you. So I learned a little bit about my audience. Whose first demo party is this? Who's the first time on a demo party? Wow. 50% of the room. Yeah, you don't count up there. Great to see new faces. Who's been here a long time? Who's an old schooler? Yeah, also like 10 people. Okay. I'm I would consider myself mid school, but okay. Who's absolutely clueless what the hell is going on here? I never know what's going on. We all do. I don't believe you, BTR, and I've seen you. Okay. Why are you here? Are you just someone who's curious, who wants to see what the demo scene is about, what a demo party is? Or have you been dragged here by friends? Who's here on his own initiative? Okay. And who has been dragged here? Ah, we have captivities here. Who does know everything about the scene? Most of the things about the scene, everything I don't think anyone knows except maybe some scholars, but who's in here just for fun? Yeah, okay. And who's just seen a few demos and is curious to learn more about the scene? Yep, like half the room-ish. And yeah, clueless we already had. Okay, platforms are important. What we run stuff on them. Who's a Windows guy, gal, whatever? 30%. Linux. That's astonishing. Another 30%. I really like to see more Linux stuff, Linux-based stuff. It's really great, especially in the side screen, which is my pet peeve. Mac OS. The usual 4 people. Amiga. Ah, yes, the old school is also here. Someone doing Atari stuff? Yeah, the one outlier, okay. 64, C64. Okay, also quite some people. Nice to see a good mixture here. We do have some people usually who just needs the CPU and some RAM. You are the hardcore people. I'm really bowing to you. Who does something else? Overhead projector, whatever constructions. Also some people. Yeah, these also platforms, they are composed. Not here, but overhead projector is a platform. So, skill-wise, who's a coder? Okay, third of the room. Graphics. Oh, yeah, a little bit less. Musicians. Okay. Who is an organizer or wants to be an organizer, especially from the new people? Okay, 3. Yeah, we need 4 cages. And who's here just for the socializing part, boozing, whatever not? Yeah, that's what I thought. Do you plan to release something? Who wants to release something? On this party, especially. Yeah, okay. We're really looking forward to newcomer stuff. We have a heart for newcomers. So don't be afraid to release anything. We all our first releases, or most of our first releases, are crap. If you look into them a few years later, you say, "What the hell did I do there?" We all started there. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. And the good thing is you get to know people, and people will talk to you, and you get to be known, and you learn. You learn. That's a great thing. Who wants to be like Truck and release something soon? Okay, don't be like Truck. And who's not sure? Convince yourself. So there should be a microphone somewhere. What are your expectations for this party or the seminar? What do you want to know? What should I talk about? You can think about it. We can talk about it now or later if you have questions now. No? Okay, then we'll do this later on. All good. Where do we come from? So we started, or the scene itself started, as you heard, some people are in the scene for a very long time. We came from the software cracker scene, C64 home computers in the 80s. People cracked the games to distribute them, remove the copy protection, and then they started adding an intro to the front of the game, telling, hey, we are this group, we are the coolest, these are the losers, we are the elite, blah blah blah. Here are names, etc. etc. And out of this, they thought after a few years, they thought, hey, we don't need that shit game anymore. We just do that great stuff and do intros and demos and show what the platform can do. And that's where the demo scene comes from. The first parties were not demo parties, but copy parties where just swapping happened and copying of games, etc. And yeah, from this small intros, it grew and grew. We didn't just do small intros, we did the big stuff. And now look at what happened now. Some demos can be multiple gigabytes in download. It's crazy. So yeah. Plus, we are now UNESCO National Intangible Cultural Heritage. In Finland, 2020, Germany, Poland, Netherlands, Switzerland, and this year Sweden, and soon to be announced France. They're in the last stages of that. And this gives the demo scene a big boost. So we now can ask for money to help us with demo parties and other stuff, and also to protect our heritage. We have teams or people who are dedicated to preserve the heritage, collect stuff. I will talk about a little bit about these pages there. And with this also comes some more stuff, like we are present at museums and exhibitions more and more. We have presences at conferences. For example, the SIGGRAPH conference, classical graphics conference about professional graphics and motion capturing, etc. So this is where we are also shine. We have several universities who study the demo scene. We had people from these universities reach out to us and visit demo parties to do their studies and interviews, etc., which is very interesting. Matter of fact, we do have at least one professor who's doing recent history, and he's also a demo scener, which is great. Obviously, games. The games industry is are always looking for creative people, and therefore there's a strong bond there. There are game companies who have started up as demo groups, basically, or evolved from demo groups. There are also people in the motion pictures industry, music's industry, for example, also. We're present there. And you can find all kinds of artifacts out in the open about the demo scene, movies, radio interviews, and etc. So it's getting, I wouldn't say mainstream, but it's better recognized that you can find more about the demo scene. So, what are we doing here at the demo party? The main thing why we're here is basically we want to watch compos. We want to compete against each other on the playing level, on a plain level playing field. which the comp augurs ensure that happens. So that's the reason why we have rules. Compositor voting. Voting is important. We don't have a jury here. Everyone in the audience votes, and who gets the most votes obviously wins. And this leads then to prize giving. And let's see what happens. It's always interesting to see. It's not always a given that the crowd pleaser may win. It's also possible that someone else may win. We will see. It's always, yeah, a thing. We have live acts. We have DJs who do stuff. We have stuff happening in the downstairs in the toilet tunnel, for example, etc. So look out for those things. Little things, big things. We have a second stage where also DJs will play. So, yeah. We will have live coding again here, shader coding. Some people against each other while DJ is playing. We'll have behind the scenes tours. There will also be a tool for interested citizens of Saarbrücken on Sunday. Obviously, we have seminars. And another big part of demo parties is socializing. Most of the time we are in contact with each other one way or another, online, phone, whatever not these days. And demo parties are the places where we can come together, where we can meet each other, hug each other, and have chats with each other with a booth or something. It's really great. That's the second big thing for the demo parties. We also do sports. Tomorrow will be a 5-kilometer run. If you want to participate, just be there. Try to survive. I tried it. I survived a few years back. Okay, compose. Just a rule of thumb, the compo augurs look through all the entries. They try to if they can, to create an arch of to keep the audience attached to the competition. So they try to bring entries they may deem better, or they may deem more interesting later. There will be some weird stuff happening and some insider jokes. That's completely normal. We are a demo party after all. This is usually not a child's event, so prepare for flying penises. And there's always the demo scene as a subculture. We have our own memes. So if you don't understand what Kevin means, just ask a more, an old school demo scener who knows what that means and who can tell you the story behind it. There's many of these things going on. We are confident. Again, we want to have a plain, level playing field for the competitions. So please stick to the competition rules. These are the guard posts. If you have questions, the comp augurs are there for you. And don't try to cheat. We'll find out. And as said, flying penises. We have no censorship, but stay away from these topics. It's not cool. We want to get discrimination is a no-no here. We are very diverse. We are proud to be diverse. I'm happy to have a lot of friends from Rainbow here and else. So don't do this. You will be disqualified. And the gist is, please be respectful to others, and they will be respectful to you. Let's have a look about where we are here. You have seen the evac from the outside. Let's have a look where's what, especially for people who are here the first time. So you've come here through the main entrance, down right, at the right lower corner, basically. You've seen the info desk. Right next to the info desk is a toilet tunnel. Next to the info desk is a second stage. You've been in the main hall. Sleeping areas is on top of the stage. Main stage you have seen. The knock area is right behind you. If you have anything network related, you can knock there, and they will help you. Also power stuff. And on top is the organizer area, where usually the organizers reside and prepare stuff. And outside is catering. There will be a bonfire outside. The Finns always manage to get even wet wood to flame up. So, and and if you're a smoker outside the tent, which is usually also heated, there's a heater in there, and they can sit and smoke and talk and do stuff. So socializing, yeah. If you have any kind of issues, if you have an immediate medical issue, we in Germany, there's a toll-free number 112 you can dial to get emergency medical help. If it's a smaller thing, contact an organizer. The info is always manned. There's first aid kit, etc. at the info desk if you happen to cut yourself or whatever not. In general, you can talk to every organizer. You can distinguish us from the others by our shirts and by the badges. So ask us. We are here for you. And although demo parties are quite safe, keep a little bit eye out on your for your belongings. But in general, theft is not very common. And if someone is doing that, he will be expelled from the demo scene. He will not be welcome at any demo party anymore. We had these cases in the past, so we'll deal with this inside the scene, but also externally. So the police will then get involved, etc. Stuff happens. We're not exempt from anything. So as I said, children. There are quite a few children here. Usually, that's fine. If you happen to have a child with you, please think about hearing protection. There will be sudden loud noises also for yourself. There are free earplugs at the info desk. Use them, please. You never know when someone in the beam team presses a knob and there's a loud noise coming out all of a sudden, and you don't expect it, and stand next to the speakers. Protect your hearing. Another safety thing. There's no smoking or vaping inside the hall. Please don't do it. We have the outside area, heated tent, etc. So there's no excuse there. We're in a historic building. Please, no vandalism. If stuff breaks, tell us. No stickers on the walls. We have to leave the place in a better condition, or in the same or better condition as we encounter it. And we are counting on you there. And the last thing, the real party is always outside. And that's an insider. Yeah, info desk. You've seen it. Earplugs there. Usually there are some cool stickers there. During the parties, people will come there and drop off stickers, and you can find cool stuff there. We have free beverages there, coffee, tea, or other beverages for a reasonable price. So that's what you can also get there. We have some other stuff on sale there. For example, if you need a power plug or something, or a mouse or a network cable, this kind of stuff is we also have there. I think we also have some ATX power supplies. So I'm not sure about old school stuff, but for this we have some other vendors there. So we got you covered there. Also t-shirts. If you have pre-ordered a t-shirt and not picked it up, you can pick it up at the info desk. And as said, if you need anything, ask the info desk. If you want to get in touch with a mentor, ask the info desk, please. We have a phone which we'll give to one of the mentors. And yeah, if they don't pick up, I pick up, and all your questions can be answered if they cannot answer them. So don't be afraid. Info desk is there for you. As said, outside area, right next to the info desk. And second stage, there's a ramp to the outside. And please, as it's quite cold outside and heating, this massive hall is a problem. Please keep the doors closed. We have, yeah, it gets cold quite fast in the hall. It's amazing. We have some food stands there from local providers. There's also the showers there. And as I said, the bonfires and also smoker area, etc. The famous toilet tunnel entrance is right next to the info desk. If you haven't found it yet, you should find it. We have some stuff down there in the toilet tunnel. The decoration team was doing things there. We always have tag boards there. There's some production mapping going on there on the walls, etc. So it's always worth a visit, not just for going to the toilet, but have a look what's there. Yeah, and you may see some other scenes in sleeping or chilling up there. Showers, as I said, are outside. Please note, the showers are not open 24/7. The shower times are, I think, in the Partymeister, or at the shower times are at the info desk. You can ask for it, or they have a sign out there. Sleeping, as I said, on the stage, first come, first serve. So if you haven't reserved a sleeping spot, don't hesitate. It gets full there, and it gets full quick. So reserve your sleeping spot before you start partying. It saves you hassle when you are drunk and try to sleep. Concrete is not so nice to sleep on. Yeah. We at night we try to minimize the noise there. Although some compos may be late, but usually we try to not do DJs at the night. That's the reason why there's a second stage. But it's also fine to sleep, basically under your desk or wherever you may find space. But please keep all evacuation ways, emergency exits clear. We have to comply with this, otherwise we are not allowed to do party here. So that's that. If you need shopping, tomorrow is the only day where you can shop. We're in Germany, it's Easter, yada yada. So there's a small map for shops here. You can see it's this Google Maps. So there's some the nearest thing that you can reach by foot is the mixed market in the Globus here. The others, are a little bit further away. But if you need to fill up on something or need something, we're in Saarbrücken. It's a civilized city. You find stuff. Okay, so how do I upload and where do I upload? So if you haven't seen it yet, we have a Partymeister. That's what the PM stands for. It's a system that's being coded by Defox and maintained by Defox. And there you log in, and there you can upload your entries. Unfortunately, I didn't prepare properly, and I don't have a login here. So I'll just open the Partymeister here. So here on the top right, you if you are fresh and have not yet registered, you click register, and then you fill out the form here, handle group. Important is the access key. That's the thing you got in when you checked in at the info desk. There's an access key. It's usually an 8-character thing. You select your country. As you can see, I don't know how many people miss this, and we have a lot of people from Afghanistan here. Happens in time. Email address is optional. We don't send any spam there. It's just when you forget your password. It's a relatively new function. You can then just have a new password sent to you and do that again. And then from here inside, when you have created this, you just sign in, and then there's in the top, yes, you can see here, start timetable releases. There's usually vote and a button where you can enter your entry. The whole presentation is online already. On the last slide, there's a QR code you can scan, and then you can download it as this is PDF. So just in case. Yeah. Again, if you take part in a compo, be nice to the compo augurs. Especially for the music compos, they have a lot of stuff to listen through. Stream music is one of the busiest compos. Expect to be pre-selected, which means your entry will not be released and you will not take part in the competition. And as said, follow the comp rules, level playing ground. We want to have a fair competition here. And some important points are pointed out here from the compo augurs. The compo engines must not have been released before. It doesn't really matter in which way or form. What's usually fine is if you have a YouTube video of it and it's not public yet, and to show it to your friends or to your group, whatever not, that's usually fine. But it must not have been released on another party or in other ways or forms. Be wary of the of everything to do with copyright infringement, etc. If you're not sure about something, if you want to cite something, for example, have a snippet of a sound snippet or something, ask the compo augur. He can tell you if it's okay or not. Please keep your file names short and precise as possible. It's hard for compo augurs to try to decipher 40 different systems of naming files. So keep it consistent. Use, for example, what we have put in here. For some compos, we have the rule that you have to put in work stages, work steps. For example, the graphics compos or something like that. And in that case, that's the reason why we have step 1, step 2, etc. So please help the compo augurs do their work, and no AI use in graphics and music compos. It's coming up more and more. People are asking. If you have questions about this, please ask the compo augurs. It's a hot topic, and yeah, I don't want to get into details here. So, you're not asleep. That's good. Where can you find more about the demo scene? So we are still on IRC. I really forgot to put in on which network we are. I'm a bad guy. I will correct that. There's a demo scene Discord. That's where the QR code is for. Feel free to join there. There's also the screen chat going on there and general chat for everyone at this party and at other parties. It has established itself there. We have a selection of websites which I will show you. Or if you also want to know more or have specific questions or would like to talk to someone who knows his way around a CPC or a ZX Spectrum, or knows if this specific music instrument is of interest for the demo scene, we can connect you. We know who's doing this stuff, and if we don't know, we can connect you to someone who's more in the topic than we are. So feel free to ask. Our websites. I always start with scene ID. It's for some it may be a little bit strange, but to avoid having accounts on different on different scene-related platforms with different passwords, etc., we have our central identification service. Get an account here. You can use it on Puet, you can use it on Demozoo, etc., on the other stuff that I will show you. That's basically your start point. Create your identity and go on from there. Puet is one of the central pages of the demo scene. In general, it's a kind of a forum, BBS, so where people exchange opinions, but it's also a database of productions and where discussions about productions happen. So the artists which create things, they create an entry there in this database, and then people can discuss about an entry, and yeah, tell each other their opinion. Keep in mind, it may be a cesspool, so people don't hold back and may show their real face there. Then we have DemoZoo. DemoZoo is a curated database for all things demo scene. This is not just for entries in all kinds of competitions and all parties, as you can see here, but also they have a database and they strive to add all old BBS systems. So if you have dialed into BBS in the 80s, 90s, and you want to see information about that, and maybe it's online via Telnet again, looking at DemoZoo, you will find stuff there. If you want to look up a demo scener and see what releases they did, because you know, hey, that graphic, they did a really great graphics like 5 years ago at a party. You can look for that artist here and look for the releases. It's a very good repository, and if you log in via scene ID, you can also edit it. It's a wiki system, basically, in that regard. Then we have scene.org. Scene.org, especially files.scene.org, is one of our central places where parties and others can upload entries and releases. So what the parties I'm part of usually do is after the party has concluded or after a compo has concluded, the entries get uploaded to files.scene.org and can be viewed and downloaded by everyone. They are then more or less automatically linked to the entries in DemoZoo and in Puet, and then you can download them here. There's stuff dating back decades here. So this is one of the central sites where we keep entries from the last 20, 30 years or more. So if you want to see what happened at Assembly 2000, go there. I'm not sure if Assembly happened in 2000 actually, but I think it has. We have Slangpunk. Before Facebook was a thing, we had Slangpunk. Slangpunk is a photo repository for sceners. These days is more or less defunct, but you can still, if you want to see how does Dodo look, if you don't know how he looks like, or Dino, who's sitting there, you want to find him, you can look here and find the picture of the people. It helped me when I started in the scene and didn't know who was who, to have a look in here and look who's who, and to talk to the people and see them at a party, because usually visitors don't have badges with their name on. So then we have our initiative which coordinates everything around the UNESCO cultural heritage things. This is demonstratetheartofcoding.net. So give them a visit, have a read through this. If you are more interested in this, we can also connect you with them. And they coordinate the national initiatives, and yeah, we try to get, as far as I understood the process, when we are accepted as national cultural heritage in enough countries, we can apply for the global status of an intangible heritage. So that's what we are aiming for, and this is the site where we coordinate that. Yes, and that's what I currently have to say. Your questions, if you have any, feel free to shoot them now. There's one. Please wait for the microphone so I don't have to repeat the question.
Hello? Okay, so my question is there any way we can help to get this UNESCO in our country?
So the scene is decentralized. There's no central instance, there's no council, there's no nothing. So you have to have in your country you have to found or you start a group of people who get together, and I would suggest talk to the people from the art of demo scene or the art of demo coding, because they have experience now. As you have heard, we are now accepted in several countries already. And with this comes even more experience on how to apply for it. Each country is a little bit different. They look at different parameters. Let's call it parameters. So there's no general answer to that. But yeah, the main one of the main things is we are decentralized. There's no central instance. There's no whatever steering committee or so, and we're proud of that.
Okay,
We don't
thank you.
want that. So
Thank
yeah,
you. Actually, I have another question. If you
yes, sure.
So you mentioned that there are these other websites like Poet and Demo
Yeah,
Zoo. So
yeah.
let's say I make a demo for tonight.
Yeah.
Do I also need to upload there, or like is it
Uh,
good to upload there
the-
as well?
Your release files will be uploaded by us here from the party to files.scene.org.
Mhm.
As I'm not sure about the process on how to get the thing on Poet. I think you create the entry there yourself. But people who have created entries may help you there.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Any more questions? Yeah, a remark, please.
So you shouldn't put the file on PodNet
No.
before it has been shown here in the competition.
Correct. That would be a release, a prior release. So keep quiet until the entry has been played at the party. Then it is released, because we are streaming it basically, and that's the criterion. Then it is released, and then you can. There are people in the audience and also sitting at home, for example, which are viewing the competitions and entering the new entries while they run into Demo Zoo, for example. That's a great thing. Yeah, as said, the files themselves, they get uploaded automatically. You shouldn't do that. But there are also people who keep quiet about the thing. They upload a capture of it to YouTube, for example, as unlisted video. And when it is released, they switch it to public and they make a social media post, for example. It happens all the time. Totally fine. When it has played here in the hall or at another party and it is released, everything is good. Any more questions? Over there.
Yeah, hi. Two things. The Wi-Fi speed, how many people could log in? And the other thing is the photo wall, where do the photos go?
So the first, I'll answer the second question first. So the photo wall photos are stored currently on a server here on premise. The main augurs will sort through the photos after the party. That's also the reason why the photos for last year were released like 2 months ago or so, because they had to look through it. What we are doing, what they're looking for there is there anything which is illegal? For example, it's uncool if demo sceners in their drunken state pose completely nude or do other stuff there. It happens. It's right next to the info desk. It happens. We just filter them out to not embarrass the people, basically. And there are many photos of just a blank wall or something. So it's to protect us and not to censor something. The first question was the Wi-Fi speed. Do a speed test. If you deem it too slow, please speak to the network teams. Network team. There's no teams. We only have one. And complain there. What we know is, so we are using a local provider here, and the peering of that provider is, let's say, not optimal. But we only can use them. There's no other real alternative there. So yeah, that's the reason why it may be a little bit slow. Yeah, also from here to the outside, that's the main problem. Inside the hall, it should be fine. Keep in mind, we are up to 1,000 people here with multiple devices. We have a lot of wireless and access points there. I can go into details, but yeah, shared medium, resources are limited. If possible, use a wired network. Would be my recommendation. Any more questions? If not, thank you very much for coming. I hope you enjoyed your first demo party or your second or your 50th demo party and have a great time. You can download the presentation here. It's also linked in the seminar description. And thank you very much for coming.